So I was having some issues with the touchscreen not responding occasionally, random crashes, and Apple CarPlay disconnecting for me on my 2017 Ford F150. So after making sure I was on the latest version of the software and doing a reset on the system and that not fixing it, I'm going to be replacing the APIM today, and we'll see if that takes care of my issues. First thing you need to do is remove the speaker on the top of the dashboard in the center. You need to use a trim tool to do this, and just a word of warning, you have to pry pretty hard on this to get it to come off. It feels like it might break when you do it, but you'll be good. Next thing we do, we've got two 7mm screws that need to be removed, one on each side of the speaker. So just remove those. Be careful as you're doing that not to hit the windshield with your socket. You don't want to break that windshield. Then just pry that top piece off. Again, it takes a little bit of force. You have to kind of get under there and pry that off, but then just set it aside after you're done with that. Then you've got two more 7mm screws that need to be removed on the top of the front panel. Next, just grab a hold of the trim on the top and just gently pull, kind of get your fingers underneath it and work your way down from the top. And then just kind of pull those. Be aware that there's some cables on the back of that that you need to be careful with. So just kind of gently set it there once you get that, once you get those clips disconnected. On the back side of this trim, there's a couple of connectors on the top and a couple of larger connectors on the bottom. You need to remove all those before we can remove the display. On the top connectors, they're both the same style. There's just a little tab right there in the center. You just kind of need to push that in and then wiggle those out. For the bottom ones, the one has got a tab kind of in the middle right there, you can see. And the other one has got a tab that you pinch right there. Next, there are three 7mm screws on each side of the display that you need to remove. I would highly recommend getting a magnetic socket set if you don't have one. I ended up dropping one of mine down behind my dash and had to go get a replacement. So it'll be much easier if you use that as opposed to a regular socket. So next we remove the old APIM, and you can see we've got various connectors that have to be disconnected. This blue one, you kind of pinch right there. It really is difficult to remove. It felt like it was going to break, but eventually came off. This one's got a little bit different connector style there. And then this one you have to push in a little tab and pull that black lever down. Seems like Ford was trying to see how many different connector styles they could get in one project here. Next, there are four Phillips head screws around the outside edge of this that you need to remove to take that off of the back of the display. Next, you need to remove this short little cable that connects the two together. I tried taking this yellow one off first, but you need to really do the blue one first in order to remove the yellow. Now I just need to hook up my new APIM, which has been pre-programmed based on the VIN, and my new cable to the display, and then just do everything in the opposite order that I did to take it apart. I hope this video is useful, and if you're having the same issues I was having, that this will help you to solve those. Take a look at my description, and there's going to be links to the APIM that I ordered, which was much cheaper than getting directly to Ford. And like I said, programmed to the VIN. Also, some of the tools I used, I'll provide links to those as well. And if you end up buying any of those, I'd appreciate you using my affiliate links for those. And then please subscribe, like this video if you got anything out of it, and I'll see you next time.